Hey, back in week 6, we talked about categories and tags. And when you go to create a post, for example, you should be categorizing it according to the content. I'm not telling you guys have to have like 25 categories. I mean, most of your content should be relevant to the main topic in your site. So you really don't need to have that many categories. But a post that I see like this as uncategorized is going to lose you some marks, okay, when it comes to categories. And there's a specific, where is it in here? I think it's 5 points, because a lot of people are going to forget this. I didn't want to add too much to it, but effective use of categories and tags for posting, 5 points. So if I don't see tags or categories, if I see them missing on any post, you're just going to lose your marks, because you want to make sure that anything you make is properly categorized. And then the cool thing that you can do with this is, as soon as you categorize post, let's say in the dashboard, in your site, for example, you have this, okay, on your menu. I've actually put this on my menu as a result of the category. So let's say instead, I just want to show you how this works. You can use categories as links in your menu. You don't have to necessarily keep pumping out pages. And this is a better way to organize your blogging. So even if you don't think you have a blog site, you still are going to find that you end up using WordPress because it's so easy to update like this. You're using the posting component of the website as a means to do updates, this just in stock, reviews, tip of the week, that kind of stuff, news. It doesn't have to be posts. So you can build this into your menu in a clean way by setting up main categories. So in my posts, I'm going to do a post like this that says, just going to be like board head sup department. And it's going to be more of a static post that talks about the shop, right? Here at Boardhead, we are very hot on stand-up paddleboarding. It's a very accessible sport, yada yada. We'd have a nice little blurb about stand-up and how it's a great thing to get into. And this is going to be categorized in a category called subs. And subs on most retail store pages is going to take you to a page that lists all your subs, which is also fine, okay? I'm anticipating that this is going to be more related to the blog section of our site. I haven't set up retail yet. Maybe this isn't the best example, because I probably would associate this with a retail page, but I'm just doing this category to show you how this works. So I'm not going to do the optimization stuff here because I'm trying to be quick in this video. So I'm going to publish. I'm going to have a category called subs, and I'm going to go back to any posts that were about subs, and let's say there was a few of them, and I'm going to go and edit. I'm going to make that the parent category. So 2015 subs. Okay, so I have subs was automatically added as a category. Board reviews, or stand-up paddle. What was my category? Stand-up paddle, I think. So board reviews I want there. I have to go to my categories and change this. So you can see they're all set at the same level. So you'd have to go into categories and board reviews. So stand-up paddle is the one, or subs is the one I want to be the main one. So stand-up paddle I'd probably get rid of. Okay, I'd go to board reviews. Okay, and I'd make the parent subs. Now I want to show you why in a second, because setting it up that way means that when I go to appearance, menus, okay, I'm going to have these in categories. I'm going to have these options to put into my page. So I'm going to remove this. I actually made a page for this. That wasn't the review. So this was a static page originally. So if I go to pages, you'll see 2014 sup reviews. Was it a page in itself? Which should be more like a post, right? Where I was going to talk about things like that. You don't have to set up pages. You can set it up as categories, so it'll just keep rolling in your posts that are like that. So I'm going to get rid of that page, so which means I'm fine getting it out of my menu. And instead, I'm going to go here, and I'm going to add this to my menu. Okay, and then I'm going to add this to my menu, but I'm going to pull it over and make it it's not automatically going to be a child, simply because I made it a subcategory of subs. On your menu, you could still have it categorized or put into your menu as a parent or child. So I'm going to put it over there like that. Okay, don't leave sample page in your menu, by the way. That's not a good example for me to show you. Not create menu, no, update. Save menu. Okay, now when I go back here to visit the site, you'll see, refresh. What's going on here? Okay, this is fine. This is happening in the video because this is probably related to the fact that I didn't. Why is that not the primary menu? Okay, and I don't want to automatically add stuff to it. I'm not sure if I want that in there yet, so certain things I might add that I don't want on the main menu. So this I put in, it's a category. So when I click on it, instead of pulling up a page, what it will show me is every post that is written and then categorized with that as the main category. And if I go down here, it will further break it down to show me only the ones that are in that subcategory. Now I don't have a lot of posts up, but that's how you would start building a menu up if you're failing to kind of like come up with the pages or additional information that would be in there. You'd use the categories as your menu items. Okay, and again, that's done in appearance menus, and you would set that up after you create all the categories. You go in here and just put them in there. So links is where you can start to add external links into your menu if you wanted to. We did go over this stuff like weeks and weeks ago. I just wanted to make sure I covered it before everything was due. Okay, any questions about categories? Tags, on the other hand, when you're creating posts, are more like the single keyword phrases that are associated with the content of the post. You're not actually categorizing it within the site. It's like tags are more like the meta. You don't have tags with pages, okay? You have tags more with content that isn't static, and that's more like the meta keywords that you can also add to posts with the SEO plugin. And if I was to go to Google, for example, and search difference between tags and categories, okay, you're going to see right away that there's various WordPress sites that talk about this. Okay, so categories allowed for broad grouping of posting topics. When you're wanting to describe a post in more specific terms, you just keep making more categories. This led to a very long category list. So then tags. So if you have a category about subs, right, and then you further categorize them as reviews, but you don't want to then keep making categories. You don't want a category for 2014, 2013, 2012. You could then use tags to describe that within the category. Okay, it's just another way to describe it that allows you not to have to make more categories. And even when you post YouTube videos, you have tags, right? Because you've categorized it in YouTube. I don't know if you guys use YouTube much, but it's categorized according to a broad-based category. Most of mine are in education. Then I tag it with my own name, Fanshawe College. I tell people a little bit about more what's in the video. All my Excel videos are categorized in education, but the tags will talk about the specific formulas or functions that I cover in that Excel video. So that's another way. I could have just explained it to you that way. So categories and tags, I do want to see them being used in your project. I don't need you to go in and fully optimize the tags. I think that's just taking it one more level. That would almost give me too many things to grade. If you are launching your site, you would definitely want to optimize everything. So pages, posts, categories, tags, all your links, all your keywords, optimizing like all the broad-based areas of your site, doing your XML sitemap. It's all based in here, okay, in your SEO dashboard menu. But the categories are the main things I want to see, and the reason I did this extra video was so that you could see when you're posting that as you add the categories, that could be part of a main menu item if you put the category like subs in your main menu. Does that make sense, you guys?